Wow.
This sound international right here.
No.
Real Eli Caliente.
Very
He's hot.
South Bow.
But y'all niggas didn't know.
Welcome to. Is it still random on repeat?
Oh, it's definitely random on repeat.
Definitely random on repeat.
It's always random.
And
Random
still-
on repeat.
Boo.
We're always random. We love it.
So, guys, it's been a while. I'm Martin, of course. John, Will. They don't get to say the names today because they're so damn late.
I'll take Slowpoke. That's cool. I'll be Slowpoke. I think I'm doing away with John. Just call me Poke or Slowpoke.
All right, I'm Kmart.
I'm still Will.
Still will what? Suck a dick?
Pause. Edit. Well, again, it has been a little bit. I don't know. Individually, we've had a lot of stuff going on. Collectively, we've had things going on, but we did want to try to get back and at least do one or two to those who've been asking for them. You know, fellas.
Topic?
I'm still trying to think of one.
My guy.
Easily put, real quick, while I go on a rant, think of a topic. I've been saying this, and I've been saying it for weeks and months now. I'm tired of people saying what they want, and they don't really want that. I think that we haven't learned how to communicate as adults. Because if you say, I'm out here and I'm looking for a guy or I'm looking for a girl, and then someone sends you a guy or a girl, and you go, not that one. I need another one. And then you go, not that one. I need another. Like, if I tell you I don't have a car and I need a car, and you say, yo, I got this used, Geo Metro in my garage. It works, but you can have it.
But I'm waiting for a truck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn it down because that's not necessarily what I want. It doesn't look how I want. It doesn't sound how I want. It's not the color that I want. If it's something that I need and you're offering it to me, then why wouldn't I just take that?
I agree with you because I've seen posts here and there about females being depressed, and granted, it happens. Everybody gets depressed. They get down. They want to be. Everybody wants to feel loved. It's just a common human thing. Just you want to feel loved, everything like that. But like you were saying, they got plenty of dudes or something like that in their inbox, willing to do all these things for them.
And we're not talking about the creepy people. We're not talking about the douchebags, and we're not talking about the slut hoes that y'all may know. We're talking about people who genuinely care about you. They hang in there with you. They check on you even though you ain't saying much to them. They're just trying to be a good person to you, and you're not receptive to it.
I don't think people want. I don't think, and me just kind of on the outside looking in, people understand, what they really want.
Well, that's a miscommunication. It's
not
a
even
thing that we're putting
Well,
on.
I don't think it's not even a miscommunication. You can be like, okay, I want a dude to do this, this, and this, and then once you got it, you're like, oh, it's not exciting.
No, it's not so much that. These people are so damaged. It's not. They do want those things, but they're so damaged, and they want those things from a certain person.
From a certain
person.
From a certain person, and I don't understand that. That I would love if there's somebody out there who would like to sit down and talk to us, who's been in a damaged relationship, who's still in a damaged relationship. I'd like to just hear that version because I don't understand what makes you go back.
Let's hear that version. What makes you go back?
It's.
And when I say damaged, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but I'm guilty of this myself. You can't change somebody. You can't make somebody love you by loving them harder. And I made a post about that the other day too. You can't, and it's hard not to because you think that you can be that change for that person. You think you can be this different exception to the rule. Like everybody, you got those people that everybody leaves them. They've never been loved like this before. But you think that you can love them harder, and they will see the change. And it's like, you know what? This person has stuck with me. This, and this. Even though I treated them like shit, left them on red, or cheated on them, or whatever the case. But this person has loved me harder than anybody else has, and you're hoping that they would turn around and be like, you know what? I'm gonna give this person another chance, or I'm gonna give this person a chance, or whatever. But it doesn't always work out that way because
it works like this. Probably 1% of the time, that somebody may come to the realization that they've been sleeping on something.
And as we say here, that is the exception and not the rule.
So, your homeboys in your ear, your homegirls in your ear or something, then you're like, oh shit, then everybody's been right. Let me go ahead and do this, the right way. 9 times out of 10, or 99 times out of 100, you're gonna get somebody that, oh well, you're trying to love me harder. No, you're just showing me that I could keep using and abusing your ass. Why do I need to change when you keep treating me better the worse I treat you? It doesn't make any sense.
And so now again, that is perplexing. So now you have this individual who is telling the whole world, yo, I've been mistreated. I've been done wrong. And I just want the opportunity to be around somebody and be with somebody who likes me and love me. But you're not saying in parentheses,
not you. Only this person.
Right. I need this specific thing. And I'm not bitter. I'm not angry with anybody. I'm not upset with anybody. So I hope this is not coming off as that. It's just me saying I don't understand why people are projecting and saying that they want something that they don't actually want. Like, because when you do that, you make people try to do something for you that you don't really want. So if you say, hey, I've never had nobody take me on a date and all I do is sit in the house with my kids, or I got my 2 friends, my 3 friends, I don't really do much. So somebody hearing that, now they're trying to talk to you every day because they think that you want somebody else to talk to. Now they're trying to get you out of your house because they think that's what you want. They're trying to take you places because they think that's what you want. And now you're doing something that they didn't ask for, and you're looking like the creepo. You're looking like the bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so you talk about like, okay, I'm in a relationship, but I'm posting this online.
No. I'm talking single people. This is somebody who's single, and I've seen this a lot.
Wait.
Hey, I have a question. My friend is about to come and bring me a couch. Is there any way you can help the boyfriend push my other couch downstairs for me?
Yeah, I can help.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
That'd be all right.
Just let me know whenever they get here now.
All right, thank you.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Should have hit pause.
No. America needed to see that and hear that. This nigga's constantly wearing a cape. Captain
You could have said no.
Why? Because somebody needed some help. She's just my neighbor.
So
I'm supposed to tell her no.
I'm in the middle of doing something.
Yeah, but it's. I want somebody to help me if I.
You're interrupting our thing to do somebody else's thing.
See,
Even though we haven't been random on repeat in a while.
we always get put on the back burner. Shush. This is a tough lesson for us to learn for our viewers to learn. Who's been showing you who's been putting us on the back burner. The reason why the absence is
Okay, way off topic. I would like an understanding of why do we do that? What are we looking for? What are the tweets about? What are the posts about? Like what are you looking for? Because when someone shows up to give you what you asked for, you turn them away, you turn them down. That's men and women.
They're not looking for anything. They're looking for the likes on their posts. They're looking for the retweets.
No, because there's some people who don't date for a long time because they're looking for this thing or
Because they searching in the wrong area. Or they have a unrealistic.
I think
It's not that. Again, I just think they're not asking for what they really want. If you say, I really actually only like this type of dude, and I really want this type of female to do these types of things. Like, if you say that, then maybe you hit your target audience.
But
Because again, if you tell me,
then is a beggar being a chooser right there?
I think it's a combination of a couple of things. I
A
think
beggar
it's-
trying to be a chooser?
you have the. I'm not saying you don't have the right. Because you do. You should be able to choose something that you like. Like if you like cookies and chocolate chips ain't your thing and sugar's over here, then you should be able to make that choice. But
So what if you never tried chocolate chip and you just like, I'm staying with these sugar cookies?
see, then that's crazy to me. Because sugar cookies have mistreated you this whole time. Sugar cookies that upset your stomach, it'll hurt your nose.
But I've heard bad things about chocolate chip cookies.
You know what?
I heard they leave their kids.
Fake news. You gotta try. That's what I'm saying. You gotta, and that's another thing I don't understand. You gotta try different stuff. If you've been by yourself for a year, 2 years, 3 years, or you've been in 4 relationships and they all trash, and you don't want to give this one person a chance, you out here, who you looking for?
See, y'all are looking so much externally. Y'all not looking internally.
All right, so let me look internally.
Okay.
Threat has been detected.
So,
For bullshit alert. Bullshit alert.
so y'all, it's like I said, it's a combination of attention and understanding. So that the attention is they're looking for from a certain person, like kind of like you said, kind of from a certain type of group or a certain person that message is actually intended for, and they're looking for a person that can actually truly understand, not somebody that's trying to take them on a date. They don't really want that. They just want an understanding.
Then why did you say that? You just made 17 long posts about wanting to be wooed and where all the real men at, where the real women at, where's the nice guys, where's the nice women that care about this and that.
That's the it's like, well, you keep talking about I'm looking for something. You're looking for, I want understanding. And these people fool themselves thinking that the person that hurt them is the only one that can stand there hurt.
Well, that's a.
That's not the thing. They want them to understand because they want them to know that, look, you hurt me. This is.
But for what? That person, they've already showed you who they were. They don't care about you. So why the hell are they going to try to understand you if they don't give a damn about you?
Hey,
Because that's like logic. Why would you sit there if you talk about look internally? Okay, if I look internally and I'm starting to think about what's going on here, in this relationship or what went wrong, and you start like, damn, well, if this person would have just understood, this really hurts me, maybe they would stop. No.
And we're never logical when it comes to ourselves. We're only logical when it comes to other people's relationships. Everything outside of what we're doing, we can be logical about.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's true.
Because even with some of my situations, if I had been looking at this shit internally, I'm like, you stupid. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like this person, like you say, this person doesn't care about you. But when you love somebody the way that you know what I'm saying, so strongly, you're hoping that person loves you as much as you love them. You're looking for yourself in that person, at least the way you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's stay in that pocket. Then what are we doing? Why are we staying with these kind of people?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me? I thought this is a general question.
It's just a general question.
Yeah.
To the general public. Why? That's what I said.
Yeah.
You can't you can't understand the mind of a damaged person, like, because you just don't know. Like, I've seen so many women that have been abused by a dude, like beat up, pushed down, slapped around, and they go back to that. And logically, if anybody else was in that situation, they'd be like, girl, what are you doing? Like, don't do that. Don't go back. If he did it once, he'd do it again. And look how bad he hurt you and this and that. They would logically tell him not to be in that situation while simultaneously going back to that situation. Like, what is the psyche behind?
I think people believe that their situation is unique.
That makes sense because I was told recently by pretty much the same situation. Like, well, how are you getting treated like this over and over by this person? And it was like, well, this person, like, well, they made me a different person. They made me a better person, and I'm the best I've ever been in a long time. And I mean, sexually, everything is good. I mean, they brought me out of my shell, blah blah blah. They just made me. I mean, I got a better job. I just became a whole better person. But they treat you like shit. You've always been a better person, but you've always been the lowest you've ever been in your entire life.
Well, that's the misunderstanding that person helped you do that. Like, no, the adversity you've been in that relationship made you the person you are. It helped you adapt and get better. I think that's them. They ain't not gonna do it yet, but I think they. Yeah. The misunderstand.
Hey, I apologize. Absolutely nothing. I'm sorry.
Nigga, did you go hook?
Yeah. It was a motherfucking pull-out couch.
Did you pull up?
No.
Said you don't have to be afraid of busting out when this is a butt.
Oh my god.
What?
It's better to shit a cum load. Wait. It's better to cum a shit load than shit a cum load. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
I'll tell you that one. That's how they can cut your ass. I'm telling you, take it down to the farm, you better get them some hay. Oh, shit.
Well,
are you recording? Probably not.
yeah, it is.
What's that?
What's the green thing? Pick up
I had to unpause it.
dumbass. I don't even know who we were. We kind of lost the.
We're lost in the sauce. Oh, what was I saying? Fuck, I don't remember. What were we talking about?
We've had several conversations since then.
That's how long the intermission was.
It was 10 minutes.
He went and hooped.
I'm going to help somebody move the couch out, as well as a good neighbor should.
Fucking strangers, that's what he said. Only time they ever knock on his door to borrow some sugar and help him move shit.
And to borrow some dick. Forgot about that.
You nasty. Yo, you were just like that. Who the fuck is that? This guy is.
Just kidding. We were, where were we at?
Looking into your personal thoughts.
So,
The R&B.
We have to make sure we end this way before you do that.
We're only 22 minutes into it.
And that's okay.
Are we done? Another. Oh no.
We just we need to put something. I'm cool with whatever was up there. We just have to add to it later, I guess.
Yeah. What were we talking about though?
Why people always say they want something that they don't want.
Oh,
And then
I was talking about
we transitioned into
how people be believing that this person changed them and did something for them, and they didn't. It was just the adversity they was overcoming in that relationship,
right.
that made them that better person. Like people are like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm making more money than I've ever made. Yeah, you had to because you're supporting a grown ass man or a grown ass woman.
Yeah, those
You know,
things
you
make
have-
you change.
Yeah. I mean, but that's my thoughts on it. I mean, you can't.
But being forced to level up is still leveling up.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
the reason behind it, bro.
but it's not like saying, okay, I leveled up, but because I was with this person, I leveled up. You forced me to level up.
Yeah, it's still a level
But
up.
now you're like, well, I can't leave this person because they forced me to level up.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how. But I guess
But that's like saying, oh, I got, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
I guess it's how people feel. It's one of those things that you. I guess people are afraid of new shit. People are afraid of new things and new relationships, new jobs, just new living spaces.
Starting over is scary, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Giving somebody else your heart and giving somebody else
Have
your
you-
time, your
Have
attention.
you started over?
Man, my heart is on a 20-year marathon.
So you've never started over.
That shit is scary. It's terrifying. To give somebody your
So
heart.
yeah, that's it. You can't be like, yo, you can live off of X amount of dollars, and you've never done it. You can't say that.
I agree with you. But I'm not out here advertising it either.
That's true.
But you gotta, but then I guess it also goes into self-worth. How much is yourself? You think you're worth it to start over, to try somebody with somebody new, and you keep following behind the same bullshit that you've been going through.
Is it starting over if you leave but you continue to deal with that person?
No, it's not starting.
Maybe it's just something from
Because
you.
if the relationship is still the same, if it's still toxic, those interactions are still toxic. You're not starting over.
You know it's going to be toxic because it's always been toxic.
So you
Maybe that's something. Maybe that's just something about it that you like. Maybe you like the toxicity of it.
all right, Britney Spears.
That's what happens because you don't want like toxicness mixed with the fact that you don't want to start over. Now you're doing with things that you're familiar with. So I'm not in a relationship with this person, but I'll still have sex with this person because I think that I'm moving on, but this is a safe space for me. So I can do both. So I won't move on necessarily, but I'm moving on, but I'll still go hang out with this person because we're not in a relationship and it's not like it was.
Yeah.
Is that
But
better or
so
worse?
I've hit a real reset button. Like all my shit is gone. I gotta really reset. And then I'm like, and this is like even after I moved out, and then I'm still trying to get back, or still trying to have the interaction. And it was kind of a forced move off because she was like, yeah, I'm done, gone. And then after I realized chasing it, I keep getting disrespected for chasing. After chasing, I'm like that. So that real reset and being like completely by myself, that shit is scary. It's boring. It's fucking. It's extremely boring.
We gotta stop saying that. It's not. It's peaceful.
You can
And
feel
being-
boring with lonely.
And y'all are confusing loneliness
Not
with
even-
peaceful.
Not even peaceful.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's
Yes,
not
it
even-
is. Because that's what you've been asking for. If you're in something toxic and you finally break free of it and now you have your peace and quiet, you just don't know what to do with that peacefulness. It's not necessarily boring. It's just that you've never been at peace before. Peace can be quiet.
No, I think I'm at peace right now, and it was definitely different than being like, lonely, and it was different. Not even like having. I say companionship, no, because I had a roommate that we kicked it all the time.
That's still not. That's not the same companionship. That's not the same.
We cuddled. I mean,
That's,
we did not cuddle.
that's not. That's not the same. I mean, how do you go from having somebody that you talk to every day, somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with, somebody that you adore and love, to absolutely nothing? Some people could just cut that shit out cold turkey. Like, how can you do that?
How? Logically.
So
It's,
you gotta come to a realization that it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. This person is never ever going to respect you like you want to be
Well,
respected.
we have to we have to stop pretending like we just shutting love off. You're not.
No,
It
no.
doesn't
So
matter
you
what
just-
happened. You're not turning that shit off.
Yeah, but so you can still love somebody and be like, oh well, I love this person. Want to see the best for this person,
Right.
but you know, I'm not going to get what I need. I'm not going to get the level of respect I need. I'm not going to get the level of support I need.
It's because we and mostly dudes, because dudes never talk about it. Women talk about it a lot. We have no idea how to love ourselves. Like zero clue how to love ourselves and put ourselves first and
Sometimes-
do what's in our best interest. We have no idea how to do that because we've seen nothing but shitty examples our whole lives.
Yeah,
So when it comes to ourselves and just doing what's best for us, we're fucking stuck. And we stay stuck because we think that's what we're supposed to do. We have a unique friendship to where we can talk about certain things. Not a lot of guys can do that because guys got to be tough and they got to be cool and
I like the tough voice.
Yeah, well, when you see these people out, you know they gotta. I'm a guy.
I don't care about her.
Right, yeah, I chew leather, I spit acid, yeah. I don't play video games, that's for kids. Okay, we get it, you're cool.
Cookie Monster.
Let me tell you something, G. All the birds, all the
I'm saying that we don't know how to do it. So when someone's saying, hit your reset button, we threw the instructions away, dog. You digging through the box now because you don't know where the reset button at. And if you was looking at it, you wouldn't even know what to do. You don't know how to reset because you've never had to and you've never seen nobody else do it.
Yeah.
Logically, we know the answers to all these questions. It sounds good on paper,
It always sounds good on paper.
but to actually go
And
through
the
it and
exit-
do it is the most difficult fucking thing. In
The execution is tough because even like I'll say, okay, I hit the reset button, but shit still lingered into this new relationship. And Tita, I was talking to her when I was working at Academy when me and Jamila started, dating. She was like, they aren't the same people, because I was like, yeah, she does this, and my ex used to do that. She was like, you know those aren't the same people, right? And I'm like, no, females usually don't share that information,
Yeah.
and so you get that information, and you think about it. And that was a change in my mentality right there. Well, shit, yeah, they're not the same people. I need to take her for her.
Because again, we don't talk that relationships are layered. Like they're layered. There's so many layers of relationship, and when you get out of one, you still have those layers, and you get into another one. You just laid something on top of that layer.
It's not a reset.
It's not a reset.
Yeah.
You just laid something else on there.
You just started a new My Player, and the other My Player is still there.
But a lot of females condemn men for doing the exact same thing that you just said that you did, what you were going to do to men. They blame a man. This man, he's doing the same shit. Oh, that's red flags. So I'm just gonna get him before they get me.
Yeah.
Instead of talking to them, they go and cheat or they go and do whatever it is. Or I'm not dealing with that no more.
Because I'm gonna say one more time, most of us in our late 30s, our late 20s, early 40s, we don't know how that communicate. Where are you getting these communication skills from? Who, like right now, aside from us just having a unique friendships, who are we talking to? Who are you sitting down? Who are you getting good relationship advice from?
I don't get relationship advice from nobody.
Why not?
Let alone communicate with anybody about my feelings. Why?
Right.
Why they do that? I don't have nobody to
Right.
talk to.
So when all of these things are going, when these things are going wrong, what are you supposed to do?
What a lot of people do, punch holes in the wall.
Shut down and ruin a relationship?
Yeah, you go punch holes in the wall. You can go cheat. You can go just be toxic, start arguments. You're just gonna sit there and be mad every fucking day, and nobody knows what you're mad about.
see, it's all learning, and now that we're getting older, and again, especially us, there's just certain energy that we don't put out anymore. If I'm mad and I'm upset, even y'all, there's just a certain way I'm never going to talk to you. Because I love you and I love you, I'm never going to talk to you a certain way. I'm not going to put that type of energy out there because it's not needed. But I didn't know that before. Before when we argued, fuck y'all, fuck this, blah, blah, blah. I could do that.
We're gonna fight.
Yeah, like I could do that. Yeah, I'm with that. You know, you stick your chest out, but then you get older and you learn, like, yo, those things were damaging. Those things were trouble to me, and I don't want to do that. And I used to do that with old girl, or I used to do that with old buddy, and I don't want to do that anymore. So this next time, I'm gonna tell buddy up front, hey, these things I did that already. So we when we get mad, let's try not to do that. When we are upset, let's try something different. When you don't like something I'm doing, let's try something different. Like you have to
Try something different.
you gotta try something different.
You know,
But you don't know. But again, you don't know where to get this information from because no one's talking to you about it.
Yeah.
No one's sharing it with you. And if you have a toxic friend, if you two guys wasn't grounded, if he was my messy best friend, he'd be go out there and cheat. Fuck her. Fuck this bitch. Fuck that chick. This and that. Let's go do this. Let's go turn up. She treating you wrong. You don't need that shit.
let me take you out, get you drunk.
Right.
I got some hoes lined
Right.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's there's just another layer of the cake. You got to get people around you that want to help you reset. My guy's going through his thing. We trying to get over here. Hey, you all right?
Let's play some dominoes. Let's chill.
Let's look. Let's get outside. Let's see some sunshine today. Let's do some positive things to get you back on track and get you back in the world. I'm not telling this man to slip his Johnson into another pocket.
Yeah. You
That's not
just gotta get out there and start hunching on something.
Yeah.
When I was going through my shit,
Actually, both of them.
he was telling me not to go out and sleep with other people or whatever. He said, that's not going to help you.
It's not gonna help
He
you.
told me flat out, that's not, he said, that's going to hurt you more than it is going to help you. And he was telling me, like, why? She don't care about you. She knows who she is already. I'm like, it all made sense to me. I mean, 110% made sense. And I just could not fathom it in my head because I knew in my heart, I knew what I wanted. But I knew it wasn't healthy for me, so I wasn't listening. I mean, I was listening to him, I heard him, but my heart wanted something else.
Yeah.
And in a way, it still does. I mean, I still care and I still want this person, but I know it's never going to happen like he just said earlier.
But you could love somebody and want somebody and just come to a realization that, you know, it's not going to happen.
And it's okay for
That's
you
the
to.
thing. I know.
But you can be like, you know, I've tried it. I mean, sometimes you got, I mean,
You just have to take the toxic aspect out of it. If you, and I know that people hate that, you got to end that person, you got to get away from it. If you can be friends with that person and take that toxic aspect out of it, that's okay. You just got to do what's best for you. If you can be
That's true.
around said person without falling back into that trap, if you know in your heart, like, hey, we had a good run. We did. I'm always love you. I'm always care about you. But for me, what's best for me is not
falling back in this trap no more. Which means I can't
treat you like I used to treat you. I can't help you like I used to help you. I can't sleep with you anymore. You can't spend the night. We can't do boyfriend, girlfriend shit
Anymore.
because that's going to put us back somewhere.
that I don't need to be, and I cannot deal with that. But that's going back to what you were saying about
being able, you know, looking into yourself and saying, hey, you know, all this stuff was good, you know, and this person helped me get there. And you can say, okay, that's great. You know, this section of my life, you know, say if the person wasn't toxic, it just ended bad. This person helped you build to a certain level. And you got to understand, hey, this person can't help me get anywhere else. They can't get me to the next level anywhere. You know, they're not capable of taking me where I need to be or helping me get to where I need to be. And that's okay. You know, it's not every you don't like the shit we used to do in our 20s is not the shit we do now. You know, we were talking about earlier. Fuck, I hate going out. I don't like to go out.
Okay, so for our regular friends,
I like going out with y'all.
right? But only in moderation, like just like
Every 6 months.
something like that. And not to a busy place, not to a crowded place, and not too many places where they're doing too much.
Anytime they have a barbecue at the house,
I'm on that. That's my shit. Like, we do that.
10:30 curfew, 11 o'clock. Perfect.
I'm sleepy at about 9:48-ish.
And if you got a nice comfy couch, you don't mind me passing out, you know that's going to happen.
Right. One drink minimum. I'm not really doing that anymore.
I don't
So
really drink, so there's that.
Yeah,
But
so-
you got Kool-Aid.
Just certain things we're not going to do anymore.
a couple of grape sodas.
I see what you did there.
For that. I
Yeah.
just, again, to come full circle, you got to learn how to say what you need, and I think you got to communicate that better if that's what you actually want.
Sometimes communication don't work as well as you think it does.
You can absolutely over communicate. You can absolutely do that.
Or you know, one, and you thinking, okay, I'm communicating. Well, this other person's not communicating. They're just saying, yeah. Some people just are not ready to open up.
I'm the worst on that because I will go through periods where I overshare and then I'll just fall off because I'm tired of doing it.
Yeah. Like last night, my wife was like, get up in the bed angry. I didn't want to communicate. But she telling me this morning, oh, this is why I was mad. I was like, oh, really? Because I was telling you something completely different. If you would just said, hey, I might have to edit this out.
And that's okay.
But I was like, yeah, I was trying to tell you to do something completely different. Oh, okay. It's like,
I don't have a problem with communicating.
but sometimes even if I'm good at communicating,
You don't
sometimes
think that you have a problem communicating because you think that you're clear. And you think that you're just like how we came over here and we were like, hey, you don't never do this thing. And in your mind, you're like, no, I'm available and I'm this and I'm that.
My calendar is like this. You have it.
I didn't necessarily agree with you or disagree. I knew I don't say anything in the
So you agree?
I said no,
But that's
I disagree or disagree.
But that's a lack of communication.
Yeah.
It is. I'm agreeing with you. I never said I didn't.
You just did. You said I didn't agree or disagree.
And you just said you was great at communicating.
I'm confused as hell now.
Right.
That shows me that you're not great at communicating.
Are you a great communicator or are you not?
Not with y'all. Because I've already told y'all. I'm off this day and this day. Come over anytime. Hit me up. Anytime she'll ask me, hey, you want to hit me up? And I say, yeah, I'm off that day. Come on. And it's always something with him.
So
Rarely something with you.
what you mean?
Where I say it's rarely something that you.
You trying to go back? Trying to go back to
It's
the
always
thing.
something with him.
It ain't been
If I say, hey,
it ain't been nothing with me in a while.
if I say, hey, yeah, y'all come over today, anytime, and then be like, okay, certain time, something always happens, and then be like, this guy. 9 times out of 10, if it's something that we already agree on a certain date, and something don't happen, it's always you.
I got I got 8 kids, man.
I'm just saying.
Nobody put that on you, Ricky Bobby.
I always tell y'all, and I do communicate.
You
with
look
you.
like
I'm
the
always
same
saying,
CBS as we do.
I'm always off this.
Whoa,
thing.
that's dark. That's dark. That is dark. I ain't gonna edit that. I like it. That is so dark.
So he lives around the same CBS as we do.
That is super dark. Oh man, that might have went way over some of y'all's head. That's super dark.
I
That's
meant
funny.
it in the most positive way possible.
No, that can't be positive.
No.
No.
Oh my god,
Unless you're taking the test.
man.
Oh shoot.
But yeah, I guess again, if you got some answers for me or you understand what I'm saying, just hit us up in the comments.
I think we should elaborate.
Yeah.
Or
Inbox me like I usually do, and we'll definitely talk. And I do appreciate all the people that go, "Hey, man, if I was on there, I would have talked about this." And you give me different perspectives, or you hit my inbox and you ask me, "Well, why didn't y'all touch on this?" Like, I appreciate that stuff. I don't mind. Even the random strangers that do it, I definitely don't mind. Just keep hitting us up, man. I appreciate all the feedback.
And eventually we're gonna start having guests once we get our stuff together.
Yeah.
As far as consistent.
And the reason why we haven't, because, and I explain this to people all the time, I know everyone thinks it's kind of like watching sports analysis, and you're like, man, I can get up there and I can do it. But we don't want a toxic environment, and we don't want to fight with somebody.
Yeah.
We want somebody that wants to have fun, and we can bounce ideas off of and have a general conversation without it going left. And you would think that you're that easy until someone presses you or don't agree with you, and then now you're up in somebody else's house being toxic. So
Yeah.
True. And with this, our podcast it truly is. You don't think it's random, but it really is. We like talk today. It was like, hey, y'all coming over today? What time? Oh, Mark said he'd be here at 4:00. He was here like an hour before that. And we just, when we get here, we just like, what we talking about today? And we just start randomly talking. We'll talk for 30, 40 minutes before we even start recording.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to cut that out because there's some stuff that I think good stuff that y'all missed.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of good
Yeah.
conversations.
We had a conversation about, children.
yeah. Well,
That's one we need to touch on. That was a good one.
the children ones are always hard for me because
The children are our future.
I'm emotional about the kids and all the stuff that I've been through. So whenever I'm talking,
Because he got 8. He got 8.
well, yeah, 8.
12? Nobody knows the real number.
We know.
Speak about it.
So waiting on that one to take that test.
Or just wait till it comes out. You got your chin.
Hold on.
And honey, if you listen, we're kidding.
Your left foot's slightly bigger than your right foot. I didn't know you were born, but I got this tattoo with your name on it.
Yeah. And Junior, if you see this in 15 years, I knew you was out there. I've been playing with you. You know what I'm saying? I was coming to find you. Yeah, I was coming to find you eventually. A couple summers, Halloween or something. Again, I'm Slowpoke.
Martin.
Bitch, I'm me.
He's gonna be fired soon. This has been Random on Repeat.
I mean, random on repeat.
Deuces.